What happens when an organisation really needs to understand what people are thinking? It could be as a result of a political decision, a public policy announcement, or corporate crisis. You might need to know what proportion of people are aware of it, what they're thinking about it, how seriously they take it, how they're going to react. Up to now, research has taken days, weeks, or months to complete on these kinds of things. But sometimes you need the answers now, not even tonight or tomorrow. And they need to be really accurate. That's where the Pulse poll comes in.
Julia Gillard has stunned the nation, announcing this year's federal election will be held on September the 14th.
News 9 News with Peter Overton.
Good evening. The gloves are off and the campaign is on. Prime Minister Julia Gillard today calling an election for September the 14th.
An election for the House and half the Senate to be held on Saturday the 14th of September.
We didn't plan to conduct a Pulse poll today. That's the whole point of Pulse polls. They're highly reactive. They need to be ready to roll just when you don't expect it.
Yellow Squares, Jared speaking.
Hey Jared, how are you?
Hi Matt, how you going?
Hey listen, do you have the capacity today to run a Pulse poll? Have you seen the news? The Prime Minister has announced the date of the election to be the 14th of September, and it'd be a great day to find out what people think of that. Can we do that today?
Yes, we'll go for a Pulse poll for today. Alright, thanks Matt, bye.
Yellow Squares has its own population panel, Survey Village, and have asked a selection of their members that own smartphones if they'd be willing to have links to short surveys sent to them by text message. More than 10,000 members have opted into this, so the survey is to be conducted amongst that community. Most importantly, as panel members, we already know the respondents' location, age and gender.
Jared, I've programmed the survey and I've sent you the portal and we're ready to launch.
Okay, launching in 3 minutes.
The survey commenced with a screener question to ensure that everyone who was asked to participate was entitled to vote. Obviously, the key question was to be about the decision to announce the election date as the 14th of September. The wording of the main question would be, the Prime Minister has set the election to be the 14th of September. Do you think that announcing the election date this far in advance of the election is a good thing for Australia, a bad thing for Australia, or makes no difference? During the course of the day, we could retrieve the data and check that our reporting processes were ready for the final delivery. Within an hour or so, we were confident of success. We had 2/3 of the target 1,000 respondents, and we were already running test reports based on data weighted to the actual population figures according to the ABS census.
The question about voting intention was our independent test variable, and this is how it came out. On a two-party preferred basis, the results of the voting intention question was within less than 1% of the results achieved by Newspoll using a standard telephone technique just a few days earlier. This was the validation we were looking for. If we could get the voting intention right, then we could rely on the answers to the question about the election date. So Pulse polls aren't just quick, they're accurate, and they're accurate between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. of one day. The reason that a Pulse poll can be achieved so accurately and so quickly is the use of smartphone technology. No longer does the survey need to reach people in the early evening at their convenience and depend on a strong callback regime. By sending an invitation by text message to an opt-in community, respondents are constantly reminded to participate in the survey until they've done so at a moment of their convenience. A moment is the operative word here, since the whole survey took only about 30 seconds for each respondent. They could do so at work, over lunch or a coffee, in the bathroom, or travelling home by train or by bus. So not only is the Pulse poll quick, but it's also accurate, quite comparable to a premium telephone or online survey. Pulse polls can be used in a variety of urgent or even crisis situations, including corporate challenges such as product withdrawals, scandals, policy announcements. In fact, any time that would help to know what the population thinks. A Pulse poll could be your solution tomorrow.